Shalom, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow we observe the birth of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior of all mankind. Hope you're doing well. In the cryptocurrency world, we're making a slow recovery. We're getting up there. Bitcoin is still down around the 13,000, 14,000 mark, but it'll make its way back up again. I'd say in January, February, it'll get back up to where it was a few weeks ago. This correction is healthy. I mean, you don't ever see a graph that's perfectly straight up where it doesn't do any dips. If the chart was perfectly straight up, like it was just straight like that, that would tell you that it's being manipulated, because a healthy chart like Bitcoin, since it's making its way up, from 2009 on its inception, it's been slowly climbing, a little bit of dip, little dip, and then this year around August it made a climb, dip down, and then this month make it up, and now it's making a correction and it'll still slowly back up again. But in general, it climbs upwards from here because it's a healthy mark. Cryptocurrency is, most of it, with maybe the exception of Ripple, since it's associated with the bank, it's organic, it's natural, it's peer-to-peer. People can do transaction without the government and the banks involved. I can send bitcoins to somebody in the Philippines, and somebody in Israel can send me their cryptocurrency. Like when I bought 10 Litecoins last year, the previous owner was in Israel, and so he sent it to me, and I paid him, traded out my fiat currency. So I done well with that. That's one of the few transactions that I actually got it from through eBay. So my recommendation: don't get anything through eBay when it comes to cryptocurrency. Anything else you can. Like I've gotten gold and silver through eBay, and I've done well. I haven't had anybody not hold their end of the bargain. But with cryptocurrency, yeah, I'm actually short of 2 Bitcoins. So that's almost what, 25,000 in today's value. Of course, back then that amounted to maybe a little over 1,000. So either way, I hope I'll somehow be compensated, God willing. So, all right. I want to tell you a little bit about Bitcoin, Bitcoen. It's a cryptocurrency. Be the first Jewish or kosher cryptocurrency. I don't think it's the first. For several years ago, there was Israel coin, shot up to number 4 on the chart, and for some reason it disappeared. So it hasn't yet in the market. So just a reminder, get the Bitcoin while you can. I know I got it when it was about $1.35 first time. Plus I had a 35% bonus, and then the second time I purchased some more and I got a 20% bonus. So now maybe it's a 10% bonus, but it's not yet in the market. I believe in next month, January, it'll go out in the market. But while you can, get some and hold it for the long run, because it'll go up. So I like the idea. I like that it's supporting a Jewish community, Bitcoin. So I just kind of stumbled upon it while I was on YouTubing on my a smart TV, and I saw an advertisement in Bitcoin. I'm like, oh, interesting, a Jewish cryptocurrency. So I clicked on it, did a little bit of reading on the white paper and its purpose. So I believe in the product. I believe in its mission, its values. So I got some more. So hopefully it'll make its rise like I did with IOTA, where I got it for 350 altogether in over the summer, and now it's about 1,200. It probably went down a little over 1,000 by now, but overall I did well. It increased 3-4 folds. So, well, you can, if you have any cryptocurrency, spread them out in different wallets. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you can, get a Trezor or a Ledger, store it offline. Also store it on paper. That way, if there is a hacker out there. If it's stored offline, you'll be a lot safer that way. I have about 2.5 Ethereum that I bought, and it's on paper. So it's one thing I keep, and I keep it in a security box. So if you're getting into gold and silver, which you need to, what you can do, and it's what I do. I bought a security box and I put my gold and silver in it, along with extra cash and my important documents. So it's almost like it's your own banker. So keep in mind, as the saying goes, if you don't hold it, then you don't own it. So that applies with gold and silver. So look for next year for gold and silver to make its mark. It'll grow in value. Don't know if it'll have the same value increase in wealth that cryptocurrency did with this year, but next year it will. Especially keep in mind that China has offered to buy Saudi oil in exchange to pay it using Chinese currency, the yuan or renminbi. So if you don't know, you can only buy Saudi oil using the US dollar. That's why it's called the petrodollar. And in turn, if a country needs to use the US dollar, they're forced to trade with the US to obtain the dollar to turn it around and buy Saudi oil. Well, if China and the Saudis can agree to this, the Saudis can accept Chinese yuan, and in turn they can go to Shanghai Exchange and exchange it for gold. That's what the Chinese have offered to the Saudis. If they can do that and it's successful, the other countries will take notice, and hey, they're buying oil using their own currency. Why can't we do the same thing? And it'll cause a domino effect, and this will really put the hammer in the coffin of the US petrodollar, which, in reality, in truthfulness, to be fair, any country should be able to use their own currency to buy Saudi oil. But as you can tell the Americans have a complete monopoly in this oil game. So I think in the future it's going to correct itself. So this would not be good for the US dollar, but if the Bible is truth, all countries, including the US, will eventually have to be toppled so the Antichrist can rise. The only country with exception will be Israel. She'll be left standing on her own, where the Antichrist will gather up this massive force to attack and submit Israel under their bestial system. But God will supernaturally intervene and rescue Israel and the Jews. But it'll come at a expense. And that's when the Jews will realize that Yeshua is the Jewish Messiah. So unfortunately, it's got to come to that point. But as you can see, everything happening around the world, it's putting itself together, setting itself up for the end times revelation. So, alright, I got a package in right here, which I'm thinking it's probably my gram of gold that I bought. This one I did buy through eBay, so I'll open it and let's see. So Christmas present. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not bad. It's silver. Yippee! Here's eBay. The seller is from. Here's the paper. Micah. I think it's Maryland. Yeah, Rockville, Maryland. So here it is. Dove of Peace on one side. And it's from, I'll take it out, the Holy Land Mint. 1 troy ounce. So this is my favorite type of silver. Straight from Israel. Being that I am Jewish and I support my ancestral land, and someday I will be a citizen. So that's what I got. Pleasant surprise. Early Christmas gift. So remember, things that I do it to help fund my future, because someday I would like to be married, have kids, and have my our own place in the Philippines and the Holy Land. So, hey, can't get better than that, right? Be married, happily married, have kids, go back and forth between paradise and the Holy Land. Yeah, life is sweet. So, I see cryptocurrency. That's why I'm involved in it. I got in early. It's to help to fund my future and to help other people as well. And gold and silver, it's been there since biblical time, store of wealth. So someday I hope I'll learn to make YouTube videos, do all the editing, all the fancy things. That way I can really reach out to you guys. But for me, it's a way of reaching out to you, and hopefully the info that I'm giving out can benefit you guys. So I know life is tough, but that's what life is eventually about, is relationships. So to my viewers, I'm hoping that I can help you out. So hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Hanukkah. All right, Shalom.